Okay, so we're continuing on with ions with this worksheet. But we're going to focus on the bottom half of this worksheet, completing this table. You've seen a table similar in assignments prior to this specific one. So we're going to be cleaning this table with a few changes. One of the things I want to highlight on this table is that, like always, our atomic number is going to be equal to the same number of protons. So atomic number is a number of protons. What's going to change, be different, is our electron number. Right? Electrons are going to change based off gaining or losing electrons. Because for ions are going to gain and lose electrons. And also this charge number, this last column. So you want to remember, if we see a plus sign, so I'm going to put in parentheses here, add these notes, a plus sign, that means we are losing electrons. If you see a minus sign, that means that atom or that ion is gaining electrons. And again, we will be using our periodic table to help. So we're looking here at lithium. So our first substance is lithium. So use our periodic table. Here it is, Li, and it has a +1 charge. So let's write in the symbol, Li +1. And also, it's written here, the charge is also written there as well. We can use two places to get that. The atomic number for lithium is 3. Oops, sorry, you can't see on the screen. The atomic number is 3. So remember, the atomic number is equal to number of protons. All right, so the atomic number is 3. So our mass number is 7 and our protons number is 3. So we have to figure out how many neutrons there are. So we want to, when we figure out neutrons, if you forget how we do it, we have the notes written on our periodic table. Neutrons are equal to mass minus protons. So if you take our mass number 7 minus our proton number 3, so that will give us 4 neutrons. So now how do we get the electrons number? So remember, in a balanced or neutral atom, the electrons are the same as protons, but that's not true in this case. Remember, ions now gain and lose electrons. So with a +1, that means we lost an electron. So instead of having 3 electrons, like a neutral atom, we now actually only have 2 electrons because we lose the 1 electron, right? Okay, so we'll do one more sample on his, and then the rest will be for you to complete. We're going to skip down to this one here, using this information to figure out. So one of the piece of information we're given is the atomic number, which is 17. But we can look up to see what element that is. So number 17 on our periodic table is chlorine. So we'll write that in. So the name is chlorine. The symbol is Cl, and the charge is a -1 because it gives us a charge in the table, but if it didn't, we can just look it up. Chlorine has a -1 charge. So Cl -1. All right, so the atomic number and the proton number are the same. So we know that's 17. Now to find the neutron number, we subtract the mass number of 35 minus protons, so 35 minus 17. Right, if you need to do that on your calculator, 35 minus 17 should give you 18, so your neutrons is 18. Now, to figure out the number of electrons, again, in a neutral atom, the electrons are equal to the number of protons, but we're not talking about neutral atoms, we're talking about ions. So the ion of chlorine has a -1. That means it gained an extra electron. So instead of having 17 electrons, it now has 18 because we're adding 1 to it. It gains an electron. So now this part is complete. So the rest of this table is an assignment is yours to finish on your own.